the homework I did yesterday. You didn't just see me finishing it now. Or maybe I did it yesterday and I did it again today because I really like practicing my or sounds, maybe. Doesn't really matter, does it? As long as you practice, I don't mind if you practice after the lesson or the next morning. So yeah, you caught me finishing off my homework. Does yours look a bit like this? So I had to read all of these words and then sort them by the grapheme we use. So all of the AU words, the OR, fork, and the AW, paw, that really helped me, that little picture of a paw. I put these down here, so I could have drawn a little sauce bottle. Oh, and here's a really dodgy looking fork. But that's enough to help me remember. So you can draw little pictures. There's my sauce bottle. It's not very good, but it's enough to remind me. That's all we need. Fantastic. Let's have a look at some definitions that we'll need for today's morphology lesson. So our first word is noun. A noun is a thing, person, object or concept. Remember, we can make them plural. 1 table, 2 tables. A verb is the action part of a sentence. It tells us something is happening or the state of something. A morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning in a word. I'd like you to say that one with me. Are you ready? A morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning in a word. Good job. And finally, base word. A base word is a word with no prefix and no suffix. Let's review the morphemes that we've looked at already. We know if we add the letter S to the end of a noun, it becomes plural, meaning more than one. 1 dog, 2 dogs, 1 cup, 2 cups. We also know if we have a noun that ends in CH, SH, X or double S, we add ES to make it plural, like dresses, benches, glasses, and so on. So today we're going to look at a new morpheme. This one is hooked back to verbs. So remember, we've been looking at making nouns plural. Now we're talking about verbs. If we add the suffix ing, ing, to a verb, that tells us it's happening now. Can you say that with me? Ing suffix means happening now. Let's say that together. Ing suffix means happening now. One more. Ing suffix means happening now. Good job. So for example, I could say, I like to read books. But if I were reading a book right now, I'd say, I am reading. I am reading a book. I am reading a poster. I am reading from a sheet in front of me. I haven't got my wand. I like to cast spells. Or if I was doing it right now, I could say, I am casting a spell. Here's my magic spell to make you all fantastic spellers. Spell. I hope that works. Finally, I could say, she likes to hunt for Easter eggs. I am hunting for Easter eggs. I am looking for bugs. I am trying to find my glasses, because that happens all the time. Okay, so that's how we use ing, and that's how we can make it into a sentence. Let's have a look. We're going to do a little bit differently today. I'm going to write some words on the board, and we're going to turn them into doing words. So, I like to stamp. I could stamp my feet, or I could stamp a piece of paper. How do I mean I am stamping now? I am stamping. Easy peasy. Where did I put my card? Right here. Happening now. Good job. How about I can click my fingers. I am clicking my fingers. Can you click your fingers? Let me have a listen. It's really hard. I can't. This one doesn't work at all. Let's write click. 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 Ing. Clicking. I am clicking my fingers. How about I like to camp at Deep Creek? Camp. I am camping. We have the word camp. camping. Good job. One more. Oh, we've already had stamping. Now I'm stomping. It's almost the same, isn't it? Stomp, stomp, stomp. That's right. Stomp. Stomping. Stomp. Our base word. Our base word. Our base word. Our base word. Because without the ing, there's no suffix or prefix. Stamp, click, camp, stomp. Stamping, clicking, camping, stomping. Let's have a look at some words to read that have ing in them. And these are all doing words, so we can turn all of these into sentences really easily just by adding I am, she is, we are. Let's go. K, u, k, ing. I'm actually, today, I know normally we would sound out I, but because we're looking at this today as a whole morpheme, it's its own suffix ing, I'm going to underline it as one. Cooking, ing. Munch, how about I do a double line? Let's do that for a morpheme. Munching, eat, ing, eating. Parking, parking. Ing, singing. Can you see what happens there? Look, ing, ring-ing, bring-ing, sing-ing, but we still have to sound it out here. Ing, singing. Ing, helping. Ing, kicking. Ing, dumping. Ing, reading. Ing, rushing. Ing, wishing. Ing, fishing. I read through them all pretty quickly, didn't I? Let's go back and revisit these last two rows because I missed that step. Kicking, dumping, reading, kicking, dumping, reading. Rushing, wishing, fishing, rushing, wishing, fishing. Good job. Let's see if we can put that into a sentence. I am singing. I am singing. Can you sing that for me in your living room really loudly? See if you can freak somebody in your house out. I am singing. Good job. How about here? What are we doing right now? We are reading. Read it with me and say, we are reading. What are we reading? We're reading. We're reading. Sounds weird. Some people would rather be fishing, but not me. I'm not keen on touching worms. Fantastic job. There's lots and lots of words there. You can play around, use some of these. Munching is really good. If you have a snack after this, you could say, I am munching on this carrot. I am munching on an apple. Have something nice and healthy. Should we do some spelling? While I get organised, I'd like you to get organised. So you go and find something to write with and something to write on, and I'm going to pretend I'm munching on a carrot. You ready? Good job. At the top of your page, I'd like you to write today's morpheme. Ing. Okay, good job. So our first word, the base word, is cook. I am cooking, I don't know, lentil patties. Cooking. Say it with me, cooking. Ing. Ing. You go. Have a go writing it at home. If you're not sure, you can watch me. Ing. I love cooking. She is cooking. It's really useful. Our next word is meat. Not meat like lamb or beef, but meat as in, g'day, nice to meet you. Remember that meat, we use the double E in feet because E and E are great mates. Nice to meet you, E. Nice to meet you, E. So we can remember that's the verb. So let's say it together. Meeting, meeting. Eat, ing. Eat, ing. I'm doing funny fingers for the morpheme, aren't I? We ready? Eat, ing. Let's go. Eat, ing. Good job. One more. Starting. We are starting new lessons in morphology. You ready? So our base word is start, start, art, ing. Let's go. Art, ing. Art, start, ing. We are starting something new. Fantastic work. Time for us to have a look at our fluency passage. We've got lots of ing words in here. Whoa, just you wait. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I can't get this. This isn't working. See, I used another ing word there. Okay. We like camping at the beach. We like camping at the beach. We go fishing and hunting for crabs each day. We like cooking them and eating them under the stars at night. Let's read that together. We like camping at the beach. We go fishing and hunting for crabs each day. We like cooking them and eating them under the stars at night. One more time, a bit more quickly. We like camping at the beach. We go fishing and hunting for crabs each day. We like cooking them and eating them under the stars at night. One more time, take your breaths at your full stops. We like camping at the beach. We go fishing and hunting for crabs each day. We like cooking them and eating them under the stars at night. I'm going to show you something a little bit unexpected here. So we know here, this word, under. We know that ER in fern says but often you listen when I say under. Look under the table. I don't say look under the table unless I'm using my spelling voice. So normally, that's a bit of a schwa sound, under. We just say it like that. You say it and listen, under, under. But if we're using our spelling voice because we want to spell it, how could we say it? Under. Can you say that with me? Under. Good job. We like eating them under the stars at night. Fantastic. Dictation. Get your pen and paper. Let's have a listen to our sentence for dictation. It is raining outside, so I'm rushing to get inside. Listen again. It is raining outside, so I'm rushing to get inside. Let's count the words. It is raining outside, so I am rushing to get, I've run out of fingers, inside. 11 words. So what's happening? It is raining. Where is it raining? Outside. Let's start our sentence. Just neaten this up a bit. What do we need at the start of a sentence? Capital letter. Good job. Who said that? I heard you. Good job. Okay. It is raining. R-A-N. A is in the middle of a word, so I know it's A in rain, our key word. It is rain. Add the suffix ing. It is raining. Where is it raining? Inside? No, outside. Out. Out is in house. Outside. It's our compound word. It is raining outside. I'm going to put a comma there. You can put a comma too. That tells me to take a little pause, a little breath. It is raining outside, so I am rushing to get inside. Let's say that together. Rushing to get inside. Rushing, rushing. Sh. Suffix ing. To get, where do I want to get to? Inside. Inside. Let's read that together. It is raining outside, so I am rushing to get inside. And we've got that side again. Here's our digraphs. How did you go with that? If you went really well, give yourselves a tick. Now, we didn't do this before, but we're going to do one quick skywriting using ing. So we will know if we see a verb with ing on the end, it tells us something is happening now. We ready? I-N-G says ing. I-N-G says ing. I-N-G says ing. Good job. Here's your homework. Now, because you're doing this on a piece of paper at home, really all you need to do is write the new word out. You don't have to write this table. If you'd like to, if you've got a grown-up who can draw that for you, that's great. But really, I'm happy if you just write the words with ing on them. So let's have a look at the first one. Rush, rushing. R-a-sh-ing. Eat, eating. And I'd like you to do that for the rest of the words. Now, I've set you a real challenge. I've asked you to write a sentence for each word. You think, oh my goodness, Simone, that's so much work. It really isn't. Let's have a look at some example sentences. I am rushing. I am rushing. Eat, eating. I am eating. Snow. Can I say I am snowing? No, but we could say it is snowing. It is snowing. In fact, if it was snowing in Adelaide, I think I'd probably put an exclamation mark because that's a pretty weird phenomena, isn't it? Doesn't happen here very often. So you can just keep writing I am or it is, or you can mix it up a bit. We are meeting at the park. We are training to run in the race. We are parking the car, and so on, okay? Up to you. I am parking, I am training, I am meeting my friend. Nice, easy sentences. That's it. Fantastic work today. I'll see you in our next lesson. See you later, alligator.